You know goddamn well Uncle Sam trying to control everything. Brothers outside this country, Africa, Asian brothers and sisters. Then you got these interlopers that go in there and try to conform them or try to, convert them into living in basic civilization and going back into, civilization. They feel like they uncivilized, but those people, it was two brothers. It was two Asian brothers. One was at his own island to speak. He was on the island by himself in the middle of nowhere, and he was butt naked. He paraded around naked. I seen it on YouTube last night. They tried to get him back. I think they brought him back and they put him in the hospital or something. I was looking at it, and that guy wanted to live the rest of his days out. He was damn living on the island practically all his life by himself. And he want to live his last days out on the island. Then you had this other guy. He still thought he was in Vietnam. He's making food. He's making plates and stuff out of bomb shells. He was surviving off the land, eating fish. Hunting for his own food, washing up natural springs deep down in Vietnam. It's a lot of vegetation and it's very dense. This guy they call him the Asian Tarzan. And somehow you got this Anglo brother going there, eating with him, learning off of him, and then bring him right back. He was enjoying himself to rekindle the flame with his family, which was good. But I want y'all to get a full understanding of this. They don't want you living off the grid. That's what I'm trying to get to. They don't want you living off the grid. Because you know why? Because they lose out on money. They know you ain't paying taxes. They know you living off the grid. They can't have that. They can't have that. They cannot have that shit. I'm trying to tell you. These people try to tax every goddamn thing. They don't want you living off no goddamn grid. Hell no. They don't want you hunting. They don't want you hunting, living off, and not paying Uncle Sam. Uncle Sam want to control your ass. You gotta pay house mortgages. You have to work. You have to pay bills to live within the United States. You gotta pay mortgage on time. You get evicted. You get kicked out in the street, then you become homeless. Then you gotta start all over again. And you think they want you living off the grid? You're not paying water bills, not paying electric bills. You think they want you doing that? Fuck no, because they want to tax everything, which we should. We shouldn't have to pay for nature. Ain't that something? When you really think about it, they charging our asses for nature. Something that the Most High provided us for free. But in turn, you will have people that will charge you. Yep. The basic necessities out of life, they'll charge you for it. Ain't that a bitch? Down. For years, even to go into a public restroom, you got to pay to take a piss in the shit. You got to pay for it. 25 cents used to be like that, like $1, like a damn near $2 now. You got the little coin lock mechanism on the door. If you don't pay it, you don't get in. So when you put them coins in there, that joint open right on up. Ain't that something? You damn near done pissed the doo-doo on yourself if you gotta go by it, waiting on that shit to open. It's crazy. It's crazy, family. And that's what I got out of those two little videos I saw last night. I say, look at this shit. All they want them men to do, they jealous of those men living off the land because they living good. They was enjoying themselves. Just like I've been seeing a lot of videos about the Amazon. They want those people to come out of the Amazon force. Families, a whole generation after generation. I mean, it's so many generations of Amazonians. Amazon people that have been living in that bush for days. It's a whole different world. Now they're gonna try to drag all of them to civilization. They up on here. They got them live streaming like I don't know what it is. It's like they got them live streaming like shit. Know what it is? It's about that takeover. They want that rainforest all the way. They want those people off the rainforest. It's like in some parts of Africa, you got people that's still up in the bush. They want them people out of there. They want them out of there. They want them to conform into civilization, to speak, and they want them to pay taxes. You know, how their governments are set up outside of America. They want them to do the same thing. The same kind of goddamn pecking order. Like a replica. You know, the same thing. They don't want them living out there, building their own houses out of lumber, using what resources they got out in the jungle, woods, and putting stuff together with the tools they can gather to construct them a structure so they can live in. They don't want that shit. They don't want them hunting without having a gamer's license. Everything's controlled. Then you got to pay a certain tuition so you can hunt. Everything is controlled. And when they can't control it, it becomes a crime. That's how it is, family. When you look at it, everything, look how this place is set up. They want the powers to be want to know where you at, what you doing. They want to have a microscope on you, and they want to control your ass. And they want you walking in this pecking order, this puppet line, like a factory. You know, it's like we in a factory. And they're just making us boom, 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 boom. They're just making all the same product. Then they go to the next product. It's all about control. All these people making YouTube videos, I don't know if they still making them living off the grid. I wouldn't even do that. Because as soon as you do that, now you got the folks looking at y'all. Then they run you off your land. Oh, whose land is that? Where they at? Oh, that land ain't free land. Oh, let's go check those people out. They need to get the fuck up off there. They ain't paying no damn taxes on the land. Oh no. So what they do, they seize the land and throw the people off the joint. Unless they can pay. If they can pay, they can stay. They can't pay, they gotta get the fuck up off there. So I don't know why y'all keep posting them videos up on here. Especially if y'all living on land that's already owned by somebody. They just don't stay there, or they haven't constructed nothing on there. You know, people do buy land and pay taxes on it and just leave it there until they figure out what they want to do. So it's a lot of ins and outs to it, family. But I just want to bring this to your attention. Something for y'all to think about. I'm out of here.